Hey Matt, can you hear me? I think you're muted. Okay, great.
Just a heads up, in order to accomplish the quick turnaround, we are live to YouTube and they can see and hear us.
Shana tova, everyone.
Yeah, just trying to keep it clean until we're ready to go.
We're gonna get into some real gnarly stuff.
Jasher Koach. Nice working our last service together.
Hello.
Hey.
We have hosts.
Lucas, once we get that first slide going, we'll let everybody in, yeah?
Copy that. Just give me like 30 seconds.
Great. Look at that waiting room.
It's a big crew.
Yeah, we had like over 30 families in SHIR yesterday.
It's great.
Yeah.
They were super cute.
Well, if Lucas says so, then I believe it.
From our tech support.
Okay.
All right. Let's go.
One more second.
See my pots for my story.
Ah, I like it.
Visual aids. Yep. Luke, sound. Luke, sound. Oh my.
It's just that you're muted.
You
Shana
also
tova, everyone.
audio. Oh, hi everybody. Hey folks. It's nice to see you. Oh, here we go.
Shana.
Oh, great. Lucas, keep it going.
Tapuchim bidvash leRosh Hashanah, Shana tova, Shana metuka. Tapuchim bidvash leRosh Hashanah, Tapuchim bidvash leRosh Hashanah. Try apples and honey. Apples and honey for Rosh Hashanah. You got it. Apples and honey for Rosh Hashanah. A good new year, a sweet new year. Apples and honey for Rosh Hashanah. Apples and honey for Rosh. In Hebrew, one more time. Tapuchim bidvash leRosh Hashanah. Tapuchim bidvash leRosh Hashanah. Shana tova, Shana metuka. Tapuchim bidvash leRosh Hashanah. Tapuchim bidvash leRosh Hashanah. Shana tova.
All right. everybody. Shana Tova. It is so great. Oh, Lucas, we can pop out of the slides for just a second so everybody can see my smiling face and I can see some of their smiling faces. Hi, everybody. Shana Tova. Oh my gosh, it's so nice to see you. I'm so excited we're going to have some time together this morning. I hope you guys are having fun. I hope you have made sure your parents have given you a lot of honey on your apples. Don't let them skimp. Make sure they really glob it on there. You guys deserve it. It's so wonderful to be here with you this morning. As you guys know, this is Rosh Hashanah. This is the day when we celebrate the world being creative. So what we're going to be talking about this morning is all the different ways we can think about being creative and having creativity and using the wonderful creativity that we were all gifted with to have a wonderful year ahead. Before we get started, it's not just me running the service. We've got a whole cast and crew going. We've got Rabbi Josh Rashowski all the way from Ohio, and he's still here with us right now. And we've got Rabbi Rebecca Schatz, who's all the way in the other room. It looks like I'm in Pilch and she's in Pilch. Spoiler alert, only one of us is in Pilch. You're going to have to guess which one. You can vote after the holiday. So we'll see who is really in Pilch. But we also have our friend Lucas, who's on as host. So when you hear me talking to Lucas and asking him about slides, that's not me talking to my imaginary friend in the room with me. That's me talking to Lucas, who's helping us out this morning. So thank you, Lucas. And we are going to get started in just 1 second. Rabbi Warshawski is going to read Modet Ani. What I'll say is when we say Modet Ani, we're talking about our gratitude. We're talking about the gratitude that we have just for being created, just for getting to be here together, to be able to take a nice deep breath and say, thank God that we're here. Thank God that we have this wonderful time together. Rabbi Josh, over to you.
Shana Tova, everyone. It's so great to see all of you. Can everybody give me a big wave? Hello, hello. It's so great to see all of your faces. I'm sorry I missed you yesterday, but I'm glad we got to bring in Rosh Hashanah together on Friday night, and I'm so excited to be back with you right now. We're going to begin, as we said, with Modeh Ani, which is all about saying Toda. So why don't you look at the people that are next to you for a second and think about this. What is something that you would like to say Toda to them for? What would you like to say thank you to the people next to you about? We're going to try singing Modeh Ani. I'll sing those words first. You'll sing them after me. It goes like this. Modeh Ani, lefanecha, yeah, but you have to sing it back after me. Then it goes like this. Melechai, vekayam, shehechezarta. Try that with me. Shehechezarta. Then it goes like this. Binishmati, Bechemla Rabba Emunatecha. What animal goes moo? That's right. Oh, Rabbi Shapiro's got it right there. We're going to moo like Rabbi Matt Shapiro's cow. Oh, no. It's close. Is that a cow or a pig?
That's a pig.
Okay.
But it's a
almost
pig that can moo, I think.
We're going to try singing Emunatecha. They got to give me a big yee-haw. Let's try it from the beginning. Modeh Ani. Ani lefanecha, melechai, bekayam, shehechezarta, bimati, bechemla, rabba emunatecha. Yeehaw! One more time. Bechemla, rabba emunatecha. Yeehaw! That was so awesome. We're going to keep going with something good. We're going to say ma tovu. Can everybody give me 2 thumbs up? Ma tovu. This one's all about how amazing it is to be in our homes wherever we happen to be. This is the place where we get to be praying from this morning. So we're going to sing ma tovu. See if you can make your tents with me just like I do. And we're going to open them up to everybody nearby. Mishkanotecha Yisrael. Let's try it out. Ma tovu ohalecha Yaakov mishkenotecha Yisrael. Just like that. Ma tovu ohalecha Yaakov mishkenotecha Yisrael. One last time. Ma tovu ohalecha Yaakov mishkenotecha Yisrael.
Great job, everybody. Great job. We're talking about the place that we're in. Rabbi Josh was just talking about the place that we're in. So here's what I want you to do before we say our next prayer. We're talking about making the place that we're in special, creating a nice place for us to pray and share time together this morning. For the next prayer, we're going to be singing, we're going to be dancing, and we're going to be singing a bit. And it would be great if you could find something to shake or to play as we sing this next song. So when I say go, not yet. When I say go, I want you to go find something special that you can make noise with to create. Oh, I see folks going already. No, I didn't say go. I didn't say go. When I say go, you're going to go find something to shake and make noise with for this next prayer to make your special space. And your mark, get set. Go. Find something to shake. Find something to make noise with. Find something that's going to be fun for you to play for this next song and for the rest of our set. I see a tambourine. I see a maraca. Rabbi Schatz has, I don't know what that is. I see, is that a kazoo?
It's a tambourine.
I see all sorts of great, oh, a tambourine. It's a tambourine. Oh, that's a serious tambourine that Rabbi Josh has. I have a shofar. That doesn't really count, but you guys have enough instruments to make up for it. All right, over to Rabbi Schatz and her apparent tambourine.
No, it's not a tambourine. It's cough drops.
Oh, that's not a tambourine.
In Hebrew. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Kol Shema Tehallelujah. Hallelujah. Kol Shema Tehallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Kol Shema Tehallelujah. Hallelujah. Kol Shema Tehallelujah. Hallelujah. Woo! Nice job.
All right, hold on. Before we go to our next prayer, that prayer is all about creating joy. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to turn to the people next to you, and I want you to give them a big smile. Go on, give them a big smile. Give me your biggest. Oh, look at those beautiful smiles. That's fantastic. Oh, nice big smiles, because we're talking about creating joy, bringing happiness and big smiles and laughter into the year. Okay, one more big smile. Make this, actually, you know what? Not a smile. This is going to be a very serious part. I want you to turn to the person next to you and make the silliest face you possibly can. Your mark, get set, go. Super silly face. How's that? Super silly face. Super silly face. Oh, very good. Excellent silly faces. That's fantastic. That's a great way to get some big smiles to start off the year. That's awesome. Good job, guys.
I love it. We're making silly faces. That's a way that we're making relationships, right? We're connecting to people all around us. And that's exactly what we're trying to do when we have our tefillot. We're connecting to the people around us. We're connecting to God. We're connecting to each other. This is what we're trying to do right now in this moment. So when we sing out together, we want to call out, we want to ask ourselves, are we ready to be here in this moment? I know we already clapped and we shook our maracas and tambourines and our flutes, and we have so many different instruments. But right now, what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and ask ourselves if we can listen. We're going to ask ourselves if we're awake, if we're prepared, if we're ready to be here in this Rosh Hashanah moment together. So I'm going to teach you how to do the sign language for this prayer. But first, it just begins with a nigun, which I think you know the words to. A nigun is just a melody that doesn't have any words. So instead of singing words, you're going to sing, repeat after me. Yinanai-nai-nai.
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 Nai-nai-nai.
Yinanai-nai-nai.
Nai-nai-nai.
Yinanai-nai-nai.
Nai-nai-nai.
Do you think you can remember all those words?
I think so.
Okay, it's a lot. It's a lot of words. Let's try it out. Yananai-nai-nai, 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 yananai-nai-nai. We're going to put the words up for this one. It's slide number 4, and we'll teach each other how to do it as we go along. It goes like this. Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Can you try the sign language with me? It goes like this. Am I awake? Try that. Am I awake? Good. Am I prepared? Your turn. Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? You make a V for voice like this. Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Like you got an idea popping out. Am I awake? Am I prepared? One more time, all together. Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I One more time, just like that. Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Can you try it with just the sign language this time? Let's see if we can do it. Nice job, everyone. Let's see a round of applause. It goes like this. This is how we clap our hands on screen. Amazing. I love it. So we're going to keep going. And what we're doing right now is we're thinking about all the ways that we can show excitement, all the different things we can notice in the world. There are so many different things that have been created, and we get to create a whole bunch of things too. We get to become partners with God in creating so many new things in the world. And that all begins with the words on the next slide, slide number 5. The words are Ha-me-ira. It's about you and me getting to create new things. So let me think about this, and I want you to think about this while we're singing this next song. What are you going to create this year? What are you going to make? You can make anything in the whole world. What would be something that you would want to make this year? Turn to the person next to you and ask them and tell them, what are you going to make this year? What are you going to create? It all starts with this very first hum. Let's see if you can hum with me. Hum, 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 hum. If you still got those shakers, see if you can shake them out with me one more time. Here we go. Hum, 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 hum. Yes. Hum. Okay, sing Ha-me-ira. It goes like this. Ha-me-ira, Ha-me-ira, Ha-me-ira la'aretz, v'ladarim aleha birachamim. Try that hum one more time. Hum it with me. Hum, ha, hum, ha, ha, hum, ha, hum, ha, hum. I see you shaking it. Shake it one more time, just like that. Here we go. Hum, ha, hum, ha, hum, hum, hum. Yes. Okay, once we've done humming ourselves along, we have to notice all of the amazing things that are created in the world. And there are two words in Hebrew that we can say when we see something amazing, something that makes us say, wow, that is so cool, that is so awesome. Those two words are marabu. Can everybody try those two words? Marabu. Try them out with me. I'll say them again. Marabu. So when you say marabu, it means how amazing, how awesome are all of God's creations. So when we say those words, marabu, we can throw our hands up in the air. We can say, wow, this is so cool. So I'm going to sing them out, and I want you to sing them back to me. The second part is all about the idea that each one of us was created with wisdom. Each one of us has our own special purpose, our own reason for being here. So I'm going to sing marabu. Let's see if you can shout those words back to me. You ready? Marabu, 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 ma'asecha Adonai. Just like that. Marabu, 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 ma'asecha Adonai. Try this with me. It goes like this. Kulam bechokma asita. Just like that. Kulam bechokma asita. You got it. Kulam bechokma asita marabu. Okay, everybody sing it again. Here we go. Marabu, 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 ma'asecha Adonai. Can you throw your hands up? Marabu, 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 ma'asecha Adonai. Sing kulam with me. Kulam bechokma asita. Kulam bechokma asita. Kulam bechokma asita. Marabu. Okay, one last time. Make it count. Marabu. 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 Ma'asecha Adonai. Nice job, everyone.
Great job, everybody. Oh my goodness. There are so many wonderful, wonderful things that we can notice and be grateful for. So many amazing things that have been created. And one of the things that we can create is, yes, creating a relationship. And in those relationships, we can create love and care for each other. Everyone who you're sharing your holiday with, I'm confident, is someone who loves you and someone who cares about you. And I bet you love and care about them too. But love isn't just a feeling. Love is also something that we do. That's what our tradition teaches us. It's not just something you think about. You have to do it. You can say to your brother, I love you, but then if the next thing you do is bop him on the head and take the toy from him, it doesn't really check out. You can say to your parents, I love you, and then when they say, okay, it's time to go to bed, and you say no, and you run screaming to the other room, doesn't really translate so much. It never happens in our house. I'm just coming up with hypothetical examples. So here's what I'd like for you to do. One more time, because it's hard for us because we can't be here with you. So we're really trying to get you guys talking to each other. We wish we could hear your voices, but we're so glad that you have the folks that you're sharing your holiday with. I want you to turn to the person next to you. What's something that is a loving action, an action, something that you do that you are going to do this year to show that person that you love them? Parents, you can start. What's something that you are going to do to show how much, grown-ups, you can turn to your kids, how much you love those adorable humans you have right next to you? And kiddos, what's something you're going to do, maybe something a little extra special, nice for your parents, for your grown-ups, a little extra special, something nice. They're working hard. They're doing their best. What's something you're going to do to show them that you love them? By the way, in case you had guessed that I was the one in Pilch. You have been proven wrong. Rabbi Schatz is in the real Pilch. Oh, how I love Pilch, but Rabbi Schatz has claimed it. What are you going to do? Sometimes there are disappointments. One more thing. I know some of you have the machzor that we sent out. So this next tefillah, this next prayer is going to be on page 32 in that machzor. And I'm going to turn it back over to Rabbi Josh, who's going to lead us in this next prayer.
Okay, everyone. We're going to cover our eyes together as we say the Shema, and then we'll open them up so we can try the hand motions for the Ve'ahavta together. If you want, we'll also have the words right in front of us up here on slide number 7. Here we go. So we'll cover our eyes together, and then we'll get ready to say the Ve'ahavta. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavcha uvechol navshecha uvechol meodecha vehayu hadevarim haele asher anochi metzavecha hayom alevavecha veshinantam levanecha vedibarta bam veshivtecha beveitecha uvelechtecha vaderech uveshochbecha uvkumecha ukshartam leot al yadecha vehayu letotafot beinenecha uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha. That was beautiful. Thank you so much for trying out all those hand motions with me. We're going to keep it going with the Michamocha. And Michamocha is like we're telling a story. We're remembering where the people of Israel were the first time that they said these words. Does anyone know where the people of Israel were the first time that we said the words Michamocha? They were crossing the Red Sea, just like we talk about in our Passover story. The sea had just split in front of them, and they're shouting out. They're so excited. They say, Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai. Who is like you, O God? There was this creation of this split, and we're celebrating together. We're going to be together here. And what we do is we're going to try and reenact this moment. So we're going to see if we can march our way through this melody. And there's 2 ways you can do it. If you want to stand up with me, you can march it out with me. I'll show you how we're going to stomp it. It goes like this. You're going to go step, hit, hit, step, clap. Step, hit, hit, step, clap. Step, hit, hit, step, clap. Can you try that? I like to do it on my thighs, actually, but this was easier for you to see. But let's try it out. It goes like this. Step, hit, hit, step, clap. Step, hit, hit, step, clap. Step, hit, hit, step, clap. Can you try that with me? We're going to try out the words for Michamocha while we're marching like this, creating our own beat. It goes like this. Michamocha ba'elim Adonai, Michamocha ne'edar ba'kodesh, Michamocha ba'elim Adonai, Michamocha ne'edar ba'kodesh, Nora tehilot, Osefele, Osefele, Nora. Nora, you gotta keep it up. Tehilo, Osefele, Osefele. It's really hard to do with the talasan also. Let's try it out one more time. See if you can speed it up a little bit. Ready? Michamocha ba'elim Adonai, Michamocha ne'edar ba'kodesh, Michamocha ba'elim Adonai, Michamocha ne'edar ba'kodesh, Nora tehilot, Osefele, Nora tehilot, Osefele. One more time, slow it down. Michamocha ba'elim Adonai, Michamocha ne'edar ba'kodesh, Michamocha ba'elim Adonai, Michamocha ne'edar ba'kodesh. Nice job, everyone. Made it to the other side.
We're going to now do the Amidah. And the Rabbi Josh is going to sing the words for us. I want us all to think about one thing. There's a verse in here in the Amidah that tells us to remember that God should remember us for our whole lives. And so I want you to take a moment and think about something that you remember that was so great this year. What was something that you're going to remember for the rest of your life that was really great? Maybe it was something you did in school. Maybe it was something you did with your family. Maybe it was a trip you went on. Maybe it was just getting to spend extra time with your parents because you've been at home for the last part of school last year. Whatever it was, think about something that was really great. That just like we ask God to remember us forever and ever and ever, that you hope that that can be a memory that you keep with you in your heart forever and ever and ever. For the Amidah, as Rabbi Shapiro mentioned, I am in Pilch Hall, and I'm actually going to open the Ark so you can see the Torahs while we do the Amidah. So if you're not already looking at your screen, and if you're able to stand up, you can. As Rabbi Warshawski, lots of rabbis, leads us in the Amidah.
We'll take 3 steps back. It goes Adonai Sfatai Tiftach Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei Avoteinu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak ve'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel ve'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor ve'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim Vekonei Akol Vezocher Chasdei Avot Umevi Goel Lifnei V'neihem Leman Shemo Be'ava. Line number 11. Zochreinu lechaim melech hafetz b'chaim v'chotvenu lesefer achayim lemancha Elohim chayim. We'll take a moment, and if we can move the slide for a second so we can spotlight Rabbi Schatz, so we could really see the Ark up close. We'll see if we can zoom in and give everybody one more opportunity to look at the Ark, to look at those Sifrei Torahs. And what's happening is we're going to sing these words, B'Sefer Chaim, which means write us down in your book of life. This book, we have the Torah with all the stories of the people of Israel. On this one, you see it says Shema Yisrael, those words that we just called out. And when we sing B'Sefer Chaim, we're talking about how we can be written down in the book of life. But it's not just God who writes down the story. Each one of us gets to be the creator of our own story. What is the story that you're going to write down this year for yourself? What's the story that you're going to tell about who you are and who you want to be this year? We'll sing B'Sefer Chaim together. Take a look at that Torah and think about what's the story that you want to write for yourself this year. B'Sefer Chaim beracha b'shalom ufarnasa tova nizacher v'nikatev lefanecha anachnu v'chol amcha beit Yisrael lechaim tovim Uleshalom. Toda Rabba, Rabbi Schatz.
Amen to that. Oh, it's so nice to be able to see the Sefer Torah as a part of our service. That was lovely. That was really, really nice. Dr. Warshawski was just talking about stories, so I'm going to now tell a story to you guys as well. Okay? Once upon a time, because all good stories start with once upon a time. Once upon a time, in Israel, there was a water carrier. His whole job was to carry water from the clear, clean river to the master's house. That was his job. He carried the water. And he carried the water. He had 2 pots. He had 1. He had 2. Now, one of these pots was intact. It was whole. It didn't have a single crack. But one of the pots, can you see, had a little crack in it, right? One of the pots had a crack. So every day, the water carrier would scoop up the water to bring it to the house. But as he would walk, this pot would make it carrying all the water. But this one, about half the water would leak out along the journey to the house. And this happened day after day, week after week, until the cracked pot started noticing what was happening. Now, the regular water pot was very proud of himself. He was a little arrogant about it. He said, ha ha ha, I get to carry all my water. All my water makes it all the way. But the cracked pot started to feel sad and a little bummed out that when he would carry his water, only about half the water would make it. So the cracked pot, because this is a story where inanimate objects can talk, the cracked pot turned to the water carrier and said, I'm feeling kind of sad. He said, I'm feeling kind of sad. I've noticed that when we walk, about half my water falls out. And so the water carrier, who was a thoughtful fellow, he turned to the cracked pot and he said, don't worry. What I want you to do is, as we're making our walk today from the river to the house, I want you to look and notice what you see underneath. So he scooped up the water as usual, the water carrier, and they started walking. And as they were going, the cracked pot noticed that underneath him, all along the way, there were flowers. All along his side of the path, not along the side of the path of the intact pot, but only along his side. And that made him feel a little better. But still, he turned to the water carrier and he said, well, those flowers are very nice, but only half of my water is making it. I'm still not doing the job that I'm supposed to be doing. The water carrier turned and he smiled and he said, I made sure to plant seeds along the way, knowing that water was going to fall out, so that even though only half the water made it to the house, the other half of the water was watering the flowers every day so that they could grow beautifully. And with that, the crackpot was finally happy. So, my friends, as we're talking about this idea of being created and what we can create, my hope and my wish and my prayer for all of us this year is that with every part of ourselves, even the parts of ourselves that we may say, oh, I'm not so sure about that, or I wish this was different, especially those parts, I hope we can take all of ourselves to create something beautiful, just like that leaking water made flowers. I hope that whatever it is you do this year with all of yourself, you find a way to bring out something beautiful in the world, because each one of us is created with something amazing to offer. And one of the prayers that we know so well that we say on the high holidays is we say Avinu Malkeinu. We have this idea that God is our creator, God is our father. You can think about God as a parent, a loving parent, and we sing to God. We say, I recognize that I have been created to bring something amazing, amazing, amazing into the world. So if we could bring up the next slide. That's right. If you have that Machzor originally that was sent out, you can see it on page 58. And we'll sing together these words that we know so well, Avinu Malkeinu. Avinu Malkeinu, Chanenu Banenu. Avinu Malkeinu, Chanenu Banenu, Ki ein banu masim. Aseh imanu, tzedakah v'chesed. Aseh imanu, tzedakah v'chesed, v'hoshienu. Once more. Avinu Malkeinu, Chanenu Vanenu, Avinu Malkeinu, Chanenu Vanenu, Ki en banu masim, Aseh imanu, Tzedaka v'chesed, Aseh imanu, Tzedaka v'chesed, V'hoshienu.
Beautiful. Yasher Koch, Rabbi Shapiro. I love that story of the cracked pot. I'm so glad that he was smiling at the very end. Oh, I hope that we can all find ways to smile like that cracked pot. So right now what we're going to do is we're going to get a chance to hear the shofar blowing again. And we sang this one a couple days ago when we were getting ready for Rosh Hashanah, but it was all about all the different blasts that the shofar has. So if you have a shofar with you, now's the time to go find that shofar. But also, if you don't have a shofar with you, you can make a shofar just like this. Can everybody try and make a shofar just like this? And sometimes if you blow on it properly, that shofar can work too. Can you see if you can make a sound out of that shofar? Whoa. Okay. So we're going to try and use our shofar out to make all the different sounds that the shofar makes. We're going to sing about it just like this. It goes, I like to hear the shofar blast, sometimes slow and sometimes fast. I like to hear the shofar blast for a happy, happy, happy new year. Our first blast is called the tikiyah. Can we make the noise? Ready? Tikiyah. Try that just like that. Tikiyah. Good. I like to hear the shofar blast, sometimes slow and sometimes fast. I like to hear the shofar blast for a happy, happy, happy new year. Can you hold up your fingers to tell me how many sounds are in a shivarim, our next sound? How many sounds are in the shivarim? 3 sounds. That's right. Let's try it out. It goes like this. Shivarim. Try that with me. Shivarim. Can you do it, Tikiyah? Tikiyah. I like to hear the shofar blast, sometimes slow and sometimes fast. I like to hear the shofar blast for a happy, happy, happy new year. How many sounds are in a tiruah? Can you hold up your fingers for how many sounds are in a tiruah? 9 sounds. Can we try it all together? It goes like this. Let's see if we can count it. Tiruah. One more time. Tiruah. Shivarim. Shivarim. Tikiyah. Tikiyah. I like to hear the shofar blast, sometimes slow and sometimes fast. I like to hear the shofar blast for a happy, happy, happy new year. Let's take a big breath for our Tikiyah Gedolah. I like to hear the shofar blast, sometimes slow and sometimes fast. I like to hear the shofar blast for a happy, happy, happy new year. Let's try all the blasts. Ready? Tikiyah. Shivarim. Shivarim. Tiruah. Tiruah. Tikiyah Gedolah. Tikiyah Gedolah. I like to hear the shofar blast, sometimes slow and sometimes fast. I like to hear the shofar blast for a happy, happy, happy new year.
Awesome. I'm so glad to hear shofar blast. I love hearing the shofar blast song, and I love hearing actual shofar blasts just as much. So Rabbi Schatz is going to call out some shofar blasts, and we're going to see how I can do. I have intermittent success in Hama'alot. So we're going to see if I can have a little more success in this service. Okay, Rabbi Schatz.
And I see that there are some families who have their own shofarot, like BJ. So if you would like to blow the shofar along with us, I will call the bless, and you can blow along with Rabbi Shapiro. Tekiah. Did I lose your sound? Oh, there you are. Okay. Devarim Teruah. There's someone else. Hold on 1 second. I just want us all to be able to hear.
Also, the lights in this room just went out. Please give me 1 second. Rabbi Schatz and Warshawski, can you vamp for 1 second while I figure out how to get the lights back on in this room?
We can see you. We can see you.
Well, I can't see anything, but I'm glad you can see me. It is a dark room that I am in right now.
We're going to start the shofar business again.
Okay, very good.
Warm up.
Okay.
Okay. I
Okay.
hope everyone else can hear him because I can't really. You ready? Tekiah. Shivarim Teruah. Tekiah. Tekiah. Shivarim. Tekiah. Tekiah. Teruah. Tekiah Gedolah. Yasher Koach.
There was a lot of shofar going on there. I'm not quite sure what was going on, but we made it through. Okay, Yasher Koach. Very good. Rabbi.
I added my own blasts.
Oh! I didn't know where that was coming from.
Surprise! Okay, everyone. Yasher Koach. That was a beautiful, beautiful shofar blowing. We're going to continue now with one of my favorite prayers. And what we're going to do is for this prayer, this is a prayer that we use our whole body with, right? We learn a lot. We sang in the very beginning when we sang Hallelujah about all the different ways that we can pray. We can pray by singing. We can pray by dancing. We can pray by clapping and celebrating and snapping. And we can play by playing an instrument like we had with our maracas and our tambourines and our shofarot and our kinor, a violin. There are so many different ways that you can express yourself in prayer. And all of these ways are all about creating connections and creating movements that allow us to feel every different piece of our body. So on Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, we actually do some movements with our whole bodies to see if we can express ourselves with every little piece, all the way from our head, all the way down to our toes. So what we do is during Aleinu, during most of the year, we just bow with our knees. But on Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, during Aleinu, we bow with our whole body. So we're going to try and sing Aleinu and bow with our whole body. So you'll notice that when we get to the bowing part, I might disappear from the screen. And that's because I'm bowing all the way down to the ground. So if you want to do that with me, you can stand right now for Aleinu, and we'll try and bow all the way to the ground. See if you can feel everything around you with your fingers and your toes and your head, everything you can feel with. We're going to try and pray with our whole bodies. Aleinu leshabeach la'adon hakol, latet gedula leotzer breshid, shelo asanu kigoye haratzot, velo samanu kamishbechot adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, vegoraleinu kechol hamonam. Here we go. Va'anachnu korim, ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל, ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל, ואמרו אמן. יין נאי יין נאי 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 יין נאי יין נאי יין נאי יין נאי יין נאי יין נאי עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל, ואמרו אמן. ואמרו
Amen, amen. So Rabbi Schatz was just singing about shalom. Shalom is peace. Shalom is blessing. We all want to be creating more peace and wholeness in the world. And so in a moment, what we're going to do is Rabbi Schatz and I are going to share the priestly blessing, these ancient words from our tradition. But before we go to these words, one more time today, I want you to turn to the people you love who are next to you, and I want you to give them a blessing. Now, parents usually give their kids a blessing. Kids, I want you to go first. Kids, I want you to turn to your grown-ups and to offer them a blessing for this year. What's something you hope for those really cool grown-ups you've got next to you? What's something you think is going to be great that they would really want to happen and are hoping for this year? Beautiful. Nice job. Now, grown-ups, I want you to do the same thing to your kids. What's to the kids next to you? What's something that you're hoping for? It can be something simple. It can be just something like, I hope you have a really nice year. It can be something you hope they learn. It can be something you hope they get better at. It can be something that you love about them, that you want them to be doing more. Any of those things. That's great. Nice job. Okay, so now squeeze each other close. Go on. Cuddle up next to each other. Kids find your grown-ups. Grown-ups find your kids. Cuddle up next to each other. Very nice. Good, good, good. Rabbi Schatz, I'll sing the Hebrew and I'll offer the English.
Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
May God bless you and protect you.
Ya'er Adonai panav ve'ilecha v'yichuneka.
May the light of God's face shine down upon you and grant you grace.
Yisa Adonai panav ve'ilecha ve'yasem lecha shalom.
May God always be turned towards you. May you always feel connected and loved and supported. And may God always grant you peace and wholeness. And we say together, Amen.
Amen.
And amen.
So now that we've finished with our priestly blessing, that we've blessed all of the children, we've blessed all of our families, it's time for a moment to thank God that we've reached this special occasion. Every time we get to the opportunity to do something new, when we get to try something for the first time, when we get to come back together again after we haven't seen each other in a while, this is the blessing that we say. We say Shehechianu. Thank you, God, for allowing us to reach this moment. And we hope, like Rabbi Schatz told us on Friday, that we're going to have many more moments like this over the course of the next year, where we get to be together, where we get to see each other's faces, where we get to sing out and pray together. Can you hear so and so? May it be God's will that we can have these moments of celebration together. We'll sing Shehechianu. If you want to put your arms around each other, if you're next to somebody, hold them close. Ready? Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu vekimanu vehigianu lazman hazeh. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu vekimanu vehigianu lazman hazeh. Amen. Amen. Just like that. Amen. One more time. Baruch atah. Sing it together. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu vekimanu vehigianu lazman hazeh. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu vekimanu vehigianu lazman hazeh. Amen. One last time, make it count, sing Amen. Amen.
Amen, amen, amen. We hope for lots of fun and special times together this year. We're so grateful. We're so grateful that you guys came on to Zoom or watching to spend some time with us today. It's wonderful to see you guys. We wish we were getting to sing and dance and play with you in person, and we're so glad that you signed on to spend some time with us this morning. I want to say really, really big thank yous to Rabbi Josh Roshowski and Rabbi Rebecca Schatz for helping to plan and run and have a great time with this service this morning. Thank you so much. And what I want to say is, one of the things we create, in addition to love, in addition to celebration and joy and all those awesome things, one of the things that we do, one of the things that we create is we create community, is we create places, we create ways that we can stay connected and be together. And especially now, it's so important for us to be finding those ways to create community together. And this is one of the ways that we can do that. So I'm really grateful that we could create this space and that you guys came to join us so that we can stay close and connected as we enter into this new year. So Rabbi Warshawski is going to lead us in one last song, but I'll just say, Shana Tova, everyone. Thank you so, so much. And we hope to see you soon. And we hope you have a sweet and healthy and wonderful year.
Shalom chaverim, shalom chaverim, shalom, shalom, lehitraot, lehitraot, shalom, shalom. Sing it with me. Shalom chaverim, shalom chaverim, shalom, shalom, lehitraot, lehitraot, shalom, shalom. Can you sing it with Shana Tova this time? Shana Tova, Shana Tova, Umetuka. Shana Tova, Shana Tova, Umetuka. Just like that. Shana Tova, Shana Tova, Umetuka. Shana Tova, Shana Tova, Umetuka. Wave goodbye one more time. Shalom Chaverim, Shalom Chaverim, Shalom, Shalom. Lehitraot, lehitraot, Shalom, Shalom. Shana Tova.
Shana Tova, everybody. Lehitraot. We'll see you again soon. Thanks so much.
Kippur, Shana Tova.
That's right. Yom Kippur family service will be at 11 o'clock on Yom Kippur. Thank you so much, Rabbi Schatz. Yom Kippur family service, 11 o'clock. I will see you then. Have a wonderful holiday, have a wonderful day, and a wonderful year. We'll see you soon.
Shana Tova, everyone.